So I'm going to kind of walk you through rebuilding one of these 496 lift cylinders. First, we're going to start with the end guide that the ram goes through, of course. That's why it's got the hole in it. So we're going to start by popping our seals out, which we'll use our seal tool. Need a hammer to kind of drive it in there. And sometimes they're a little bit of a bear. So now we'll take our O-ring pick and we'll pick the old seal out of there. The old rod seal anyways. These old seals are so hard from years of being in there. This disc is probably 30 years old, so I'm sure that these have been rebuilt probably in the past 15 years or so. So we will need this O-ring, the wiper seal, and the rod seal. So I gotta find my Milwaukee scissors. These Milwaukee scissors are sweet. If you don't have a set, you should get you a set for your shop because they're wonderful. They'll cut everything from rubber bed mats to cardboard to thin metal. They're really impressive. I was really impressed with them. So I'm going to take a rod seal and we'll get the proper seal installation tool, which these things work wonderful. I love these. Best purchase I ever made, I think. So we'll put our seal in there and then, oops, I didn't get it right. I had it right to begin with. They're a little bit tricky sometimes to get them just right. Because see, you want it to pull that seal. You want it to look like that. Turn this the other way. Just drop this down in there like so. Get it hooked in there, get it started. And we'll just slowly release our seal tool. Oh, I messed it up. Well, I'll have to start over. Did it again. Well, now I really did it this time. We'll get it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Sometimes they're tricky. Sometimes you don't get them the first time. Get that down in there. And there we have it. It's easy when you figure it out the first time. So we got those seals in. Now we'll put our rod wiper seal in, which looks like that. Set it in here. Grab our seal driver. Try to get relatively straight before we start to drive it. Have it. Now, grab our O-ring for the end. Oh, I took it off, I forgot. Put that back on there like so, and we have that. It's resealed, done. Now we're going to move on to our other end, which is this piece. We are going to grab us another O-ring here. Oh, here it is. There's two big O-rings and there's a smaller one that goes on the piston itself. You got to keep them separated. That one's on. Now we grab our piston. Piston was on the floor. That's our piston. Take our O-ring pick. That old sealing ring started off of there, which is old and hard. Get the old O-ring out of there. Get a rag and wipe this off. Clean her up a little bit. Okay. Now, get our scissors, cut our package open. There we go. That one's unscrewed. Get our other sealing ring in here. Now, it'll take a little bit, but if you can see that it needs to shrink back down on that piston, which it will, just give it a little time here. We'll leave that sit there. We will find we got our nut for our rod. We need our tube. We got our tube here. Always remember, phasing gland goes towards the rod end. So we've got that. Get that, we get a little oil in there so it's not so dry, going back together. Now, tough part is getting this piston started back in this tube. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world. I thought about using a ring compressor to do it, but I don't. You can get it back in there without it. Didn't feel like digging a ring compressor set out to do it. Going. Oh. It's going. Where'd my little block of wood go? Oh. Never find the tools when oh, here it is. Little block of wood. Okay, give it a little tappy tap, never hurt. Okay, now we're going to push that all the way down. I'm going to oil up the rod end. This has to be towards the bottom. Line that up a little bit. Now, Get the old O-ring off the end of here. Get our new O-ring started on there. Use our pick to work it down on there. Kinda. We're trying. It's going. Kind of an interesting thing today. We went to a primate sanctuary for baboons. Went and gave an estimate on tearing the house down. That was a interesting experience to coexist with baboons. I did not know this, but if a baboon approves of you and likes you, they actually walk up in front of you and bend over and show you their butt and make a chirping noise and look at you from between your legs. Pretty funny to see. Never knew baboons did that till today. And there it is. There she is. We're gonna put it up here. Gonna get our nut put on. Take our M18 cordless Milwaukee impact with our 1 5/16" socket, and we will tighten it up. Okay, she is tight. Now, I'm going to grab our other end of the cylinder, lube it up. It's nice to use a light oil, that way it cleans up easy, because I will be painting these cylinders when I'm done, so that they're nice and pretty to go back on the disc back there. I don't mind dragging old iron around, but I like it to look pretty when I drag it around. So, can you get that started? There she is. Oh, gotta go grab my bolts. I shouldn't say bolts, these are tie rods. They have a nut on the end. Put them back in. Get them squared up. Could probably wire wheels of threads a little bit. Alex ain't here to do it for me, so I guess it just isn't gonna get done, but that's okay. Get those two started. Right over, get these two started. Now you want to make sure that everything is square. Make sure that's where it needs to be. Now I'm going to take an impact, 15/16 socket, and turn this yoke partially out of your way. And just snug these. Don't want to get them super tight right off the bat. Okay. Kind of want to look your cylinder over. Make sure there's no seals protruding out of anywhere. Everything looks good. I think we're going to tighten her up and be done with it. Kind of go in the next pattern when you first start. X pattern for the whole time, I guess. Okay, there we have it. Fully rebuilt 496 disc lift cylinder. Can't talk sometimes. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Like and subscribe, and I will bring you some more projects to watch. Thanks for watching.